All right, it's Alex Alget's back with my biweekly for April 23rd. I believe the last biweekly of the semester, which is kind of odd, I guess. It's been 2 years. So I presented a URAF. I'd say to moderate to good success, depending on how you judge it. Um, it wasn't that scary. It was chill. I felt like I guess I don't know what I expected because I hadn't done it before, but it was less formal than I expected. A lot of people who just don't want anything to do with my paper, and a lot of people who were just kind of interested about certain parts of it and didn't really care about, the nitty-gritty of the actual uh, paper publication bit. Heat map figure was tough to explain, and I also should add that getting people to understand what the interaction figure for OITP 1B1, that was also hard to explain what it meant when the bars were high, getting communicating the general idea to them. And then I felt like some people had questions about like how the model worked specifically with like the structures and the ligands and like how is it different than normal? How are those actually being measured? Like how are the interactions being measured? That kind of thing. It's been a little bit, so I don't remember exactly. But I felt like that was a thing that either people were confused about because it's confusing or were confused about because I didn't explain well enough. And honestly, probably the second one because I kind of skimmed it. But overall positive, pretty good. Here are my scores. Kind of funny. I got a 10 on appearance and then a 6 on appearance. So I guess I had a polarizing poster there. Um, I mean, like I looked at these scores and I was like, these are pretty good scores. I feel like um, maybe would like to get some of those sevens up to an 8, but that's how it'd be. And then the red reviewer said I would expect more background information while presenting the study. Um, Probably fair. I kind of skimmed over, I guess, models in like a bigger sense, or really the significance of OATPs, or I guess why would we would want these a little bit. I kind of put it in pretty simple terms, so maybe that was what they meant. And then I don't know how close I was to winning the thing. These scores seemed all right, but I lost to Sam. I feel like that's pretty the expected result on that one, so I'm not too stressed about it. GitHub stuff still kind of, or I guess I was working on that in the past 2 weeks. Simple guide was given a thumbs up. Glycosylation is added. Um, Might be worth reworking a little bit to the simplified guide because I felt like that was at least useful if you were just like getting a refresher. I kind of saw Joel's point there. And then, I'm sure there's just all kinds of things that I could put on GitHub with Theo doing all his stuff. So that could be part of my future here in I don't know how long. And then kind of my big task right now is documenting these kind of models that were detailed in the giant paper, including OnionNet. Here's OnionNet and OnionNet. I think I'm hilarious. And then stuff like database use, what exactly it's predicting, the architecture of the model, I think is what we're primarily concerned about. Um, if it's easy to implement. I sent it through a like deep research ChatGPT thing, and it spit stuff out, but I'm kind of vetting that right now to make sure it's not slop. And that's kind of where I'm at. I haven't worked as much on this as I would like to. I haven't really done as much of anything as I would like to this week, but we're gonna get through it, is what I'm hoping. And then like I can get this done by the time I leave state um this year. So that's kind of where I'm at. I believe, yeah, that's it for these 2 weeks. Hopefully good. I feel solid.